Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be your enemies have been outsmarted by you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you have outsmarted your enemies. Now, family, oftentimes Goliath can seem a bit too big for us, right? Oftentimes, y'all, that Red Sea seems as if it cannot be parted, okay? And a lot of times, y'all, our enemies feel and sometimes can seem as if they are more than what they actually are. I need y'all to understand something. They are actually imitating every single thing that you do, okay? Let me say that once again, y'all. They are imitating every single thing that you do. Reno, what do you mean by that? Well, I want you to realize something, y'all. They are utilizing your same tactics. They are utilizing your same strategies, okay? They're doing every single thing exactly like you because they hope that the mirror effect gives them the same results that you have worked so hard for. But like I always say, y'all, it's not about what you get or what you are able to retrieve at the destination. It's about who you become during the journey, okay? I don't care how much you imitate Bruce Lee. I don't care how much you imitate Jackie Chan or even the boy, what's his name, y'all? Michael J. White. I don't care how much you imitate those brothers. You have to actually study and learn and become who you need to become in the process to be a master martial artist, okay? And so what I'm simply saying, y'all, is that they can mirror you all day. They can imitate you all day, but they'll never get your results. They'll never become exactly who you are without going through what you had to go through, okay? And so with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get directly into this video. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Now, family, today went a little different. Yep, today went a little different, y'all. And as y'all can see, I'm a little winded. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did like a jog. I walk, jog. So I did like intervals. And I did like 3 laps, y'all, before I even started this video. So I'm a little winded, y'all, but that's on me. I was lacking on my working out, y'all. I know y'all probably ain't heard me say health is wealth in a minute. That's because I've been eating cheeseburgers, okay? But we back on track, y'all. And every here and there, and now and then, y'all, we backslide, y'all, okay? We backslide. However, I had to get that walk in. I had to get that jog in. And, you know, just make sure I'm keeping up with the health, y'all, as we all are doing, right? But I'm sending love, prosperity, happiness to everybody, okay? Appreciate everybody who's tuned in. But we're going to go ahead and get directly into this, y'all, okay? And as y'all can see, yes, we're in the magical field, y'all, the green pasture, whatever you want to call it, y'all, okay? The legendary park, we're here with it, y'all. But number one, okay? And first, I want to get into this scripture, y'all, before I get into this breakdown, right? Because this scripture is going to give you context and actually give you a bit of perspective on what it is that I'm trying to say. So Psalm chapter 89, verse 22, it says this right here, y'all. The enemy shall not outwit him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. Let me say it once again, y'all. Louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, in Psalm chapter 89, verse 22, it says, the enemy shall not outwit him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. Okay? And so what that simply means is, y'all, is that you have been equipped with the knowledge. Okay? You have been prepared, you know, with the intelligence that you need to outwit the enemy, your enemies, or anybody that the enemy is operating through. Okay, somebody drop in the comments and say you can't outsmart me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you can't outsmart me. Now, this right here is about to be one of those videos, okay? Number one, y'all, the first breakdown, all right, of how you outsmarted your enemies is going to be this. You are the originator, okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are the originator. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I am the originator. I want to say this right here, y'all. Y'all know why the devil is failing tremendously, right? Do y'all know why the devil is failing pitifully? It's because he's not the originator, right? See, although he convinced a third of the heavens, that he was a better leader and a better God than God, the one who actually created him, okay, he's still not the originator. And I'm sure they're slowly, and I'm not even going to say slowly, y'all. I'm sure they've been realized it. That, man, we followed the wrong individual. He's not the originator, okay? And so, family, I connect that with anybody who has created something first, who has done it first and mastered it. And they have a specific recipe, okay, of how they get it done. Family, you got to realize something. It will never be done better than the originator. All right? Nobody will be able to do the moonwalk better than Michael Jackson. Nobody will be able to create a better Burger King burger than Burger King. They are the originators. All right? I don't care how much they try to impersonate. I don't care how much they try to do it. I don't care how much they practice. It'll never be like the originator, okay? And this is how you have outsmarted them. Y'all remember the movie Don't Breathe? Yep, the movie Don't Breathe, y'all, with that white guy. He was blind, right? And robbers came inside of his house. And, they did not know what they were getting themselves into. All they knew was that the man was blind. So they thought they had an easy lick, okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say, this ain't easy. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say this ain't easy. Now, y'all listen to me. So they went to the man's house thinking they was about to get an easy lick, right? I think he had some money in the safe or something like that because people had been watching him and they looked at him as an easy target. Well, when they went inside of his home, they was in for a rude awakening. He knew the house way better than anybody else. Why? Because it was his house. It was his space. So he know every curtain, he know every crevice, he know every room, every hallway, every window, and he was messing them up, y'all. I remember going to the movie theaters to watch it. But the point is, y'all, he was the originator. You can't go into somebody's house, blind, deaf, or whatever the case is, and think that you're going to outdo them or outsmart them in their own place. I created it, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I created it. And that's all I'm simply saying, y'all. You are the originator, and this is how you are able to outsmart your enemies. If that makes sense, y'all drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2, you planned ahead. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you planned ahead. You're going to always win when you plan ahead, y'all. I don't care if you're planning a trip ahead. I don't care if you're planning your business ahead. I don't care if you're planning your life ahead. Anytime you plan ahead, you're going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of your enemies because they're still stuck on last year. They're still stuck on last month. Okay? You have to plan ahead. Y'all know I don't like getting political, okay? However, y'all, I will, just to express my point, when it comes to Project 2025, okay, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but Donald Trump was already written to be the president, all right? Donald Trump was going to be the president anyway. What people don't realize is that it was planned ahead, okay? Project 2025 had his name up and through that whole entire curriculum, that whole entire document. It was already within the script. And so I'm not saying that Kamala was not a good candidate at all, but what I am saying is it was kind of like a waste of breath, to be honest, because it was already planned ahead for Donald Trump to win. Okay, Rena, what are you saying right now? The Democratic Party, as well as Kamala Harris, they were already outsmarted, right, by the powers that be, okay, which is much more than a Republican, right? It's a big business when you're talking about politics, but we're going to keep it simple, y'all. I'm not trying to confuse people, and I'm not trying to get people in their feelings about me talking about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. All I'm simply saying, y'all, is that it was already planned ahead by the powers that be. So anybody who ran against him, they were going to lose regardless. They couldn't, it don't matter what they would have said. We're going to give everybody $1 million on January the 1st. Does not matter. We already planned this ahead. You're destined to lose. Okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say you destined to lose. This is what's going to happen whenever they come up against the chosen one. I'm just being honest, family. Okay? You plan ahead. You know, y'all, I have a vision board in my room that I've had since 2019. Okay? And, you know, some of my accomplishments or goals were to have 100K subscribers, make 10K a month, you know, as an entrepreneur, travel to this place, you know, or that place, accomplish, you know, publishing my 4th book, which is Traumatized by Love, which is also available on richmentalityattire.com if y'all want to get that book. But I had so many different goals on my vision board, and I was able to reach majority of them, right? I'm still trying to reach some of my other goals, y'all. I'm just being honest. But I had so many goals set on there that I was actually able to reach. Why? Because I planned ahead. So this operates or goes for anything. When you plan ahead, you're going to win. Y'all ever heard the saying, y'all, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail? This is what I'm talking about. Your enemies plan to fail, right? Because they underestimated you. They didn't know how intelligent you were. They didn't understand, you know, how wise you were. And they did not understand who you were backed by. Okay, and y'all already know how I say this, y'all. You backed by God. I need y'all to understand something. You outsmarted your enemies. This is why they can't stand you. This is why they hate you, all right? And this is why they are just so frustrated. Number 3, y'all. It's going to be this right here, family. Your emotional intelligence, okay? Your emotional intelligence. And so a lot of people may downgrade emotional intelligence or make it seem like it's that easy to have. But emotional intelligence is not an easy task, okay? When you're talking about having emotional intelligence, you got to be able to control your impulsive behavior. For instance, let's just say you're walking in the mall, you're going to get the new J's, you're going to get you some Nikes, okay? Or you know, you're in Chick-fil-A, you're trying to get you a salad or whatever the case is, and you walk inside the building and somebody just haul off and, you know, slap you or punch you. Now, listen, y'all, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with self-defense. You want to make sure you defend yourself, but in some areas, y'all, you may have to allow the powers that be to take care of that situation, which means if you stoop to their level, you're going to catch that simple battery charge or that aggravated assault charge or whatever the charge is. Had you walked away from it, had you was able to control your emotional impulse, then you would not be on the same boat as them, right? Now, just being honest, y'all, majority of people who get slapped, I know if I get slapped, y'all, it's going down, y'all. We about to throw down. But, you know, if you're working a job and somebody get disorderly with you, then sometime, y'all, you got to understand how to step back. Everything is not about, I'm finna bust your head. You know, sometimes you got to be able to control your emotional impulse. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So that is a major one. Not snapping on or crashing out on your spouse all the time, right? Sometimes, y'all, you got to let things be. Keep your boundaries, you know, maintain your respect, but know when to walk away, right? People with emotional intelligence understand how to walk away. I'll never forget, y'all, I was working at this job called Goodwill, right? Goodwill is where you know, donate clothes and stuff like that. But I was working there, and at the time I was married, and I would just always ask people who had things that I was trying to acquire or trying to retrieve or trying to accomplish, you know, like mentorship. I would always ask them, hey, how you do this? How you do that, right? And he said, you got to know when to walk away, okay? And if you got to put your hands on somebody, then you should not be around them anyway, you know? And that was some of the best advice that I had ever heard, you know, in my life. Although it sounds so simple, it is very profound. There's many people in prison because they couldn't walk away. You know, they snapped out, they crashed out, right? Got caught, they spouse cheating. They couldn't do it. They had went in the drawer and got that Glock, put it on them. I'm just saying, y'all. Everybody don't have the ability to have emotional intelligence, but this is what you have. You have emotional intelligence, and it's not to be taken lightly, right? Last thing I say about this, y'all, is when you be watching the Bruce Lee movies, the reason why he is able to beat everybody is because he never gets angry, right? He never gets angry, right? He who angers you conquers you. If you're mad, you think that you're enraged, but really you're a fool because you're too mad to even control the situation. You're too mad or too emotionally upraised, to make a sound decision. You have to use your logic. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say, use your logic. All right, moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be number 4. That is focus. Oh, yeah, y'all, focus. Man, I'm going to talk about this again, y'all. When you talk about Travis Hunter and when you talk about Deion Sanders' sons, I think his name is Shador, right? And even Shallow, I want to say. All talented, right? But different mindsets. You can tell like the upbringing from Travis Hunter is a lot different, You can tell that Deion Sanders put his sons on game as to, look, this is how this goes. You are a walking ticket. I need you to know that, son. And you are an instant success, which means you're going to attract a lot of women who want to take from you. I'm not saying that all is bad, but you have to know that a lot of it is BS, right? Getting back to my man Travis Hunter, you can tell that he's focused on football, but unfocused in life. And what I mean by that is he can't see the distraction that is sent his way. Like, he's super focused in football. Don't get it twisted. He's focused, but he don't realize that the thing that he feels is so good for him is actually bad for him. And that down the line is going to cause him to be unfocused, right? When you look at Deion Sanders' sons, they ain't booed up with nobody, right? They ain't got no girlfriend. And I'm not saying having a girlfriend is bad, but it's about choosing the right woman with this head and not that head. Follow what I'm saying? And if you do so, it can cause you to lose focus, right? So if you ask me, who's going to lose focus first? Sound like to me Travis Hunter, because he already has a distraction. How can you play football properly when you got to worry about a person cheating on you, when you got to worry about, a person being insecure, making you feel bad for who you are? It's very difficult to focus on that. But when you're talking about the Sanders boys, they're going to be able to focus extremely tight. It's going to be tunnel vision with them. It's going to be tunnel vision. No distractions. I'm already on game. Follow what I'm saying, y'all? And so this is how you outsmart your enemies, by being focused. You have to remain focused. Family, you will be amazed at what you can accomplish when you are focused, okay? You notice how when you're focused, you can get tasks done around the house. You cutting the grass, you washing the car, washing your dishes, right? Getting things done that you would not been able to get done had you still been smoking, drinking, hanging out with friends, distractions. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? It's like when you're focused, you're able to get much further than your enemies. Y'all, last thing I say on this, y'all, is the story of the tortoise and the turtle, right? The tortoise and the turtle. And the tortoise is so fast that it does not remain focused. It says, I'm the tortoise, which means I can sit back, relax, and do whatever I want. I'm the tortoise. And the turtle said, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to just keep moving slow at a steady pace. I'm going to keep moving slow at a steady pace. And then guess who wins the race? The turtle. Because it remained focused, right? It understood the assignment. Focus is key. All right? Number 5, y'all, which is going to be the last one. That is objective thinking, not subjective thinking. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, objective thinking and not subjective thinking. All right? Now, what this means is you focus on the object and not how you feel subjectively. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. Let's just say you have a business and you have another partner, and the partner is talking about what we need to do in order to make this business thrive even more, right? But you get in your feelings and you say, no, I think we should go this route. Well, you're being subjective and not objective. See, if you're being subjective, that means that you're accommodating to your personal emotions, your personal thoughts, your personal things, right? But if your business partner has a better idea, then it would be best in y'all best interest actually to focus on objective thinking. Okay, so that means if we gotta hire more people, then that's objective thinking. Okay, but if you say, nah, man, I want to be cheap, I want to get my family on, well, guess what? You did a great deed. However, you didn't do the best deed because that was subjective, not objective, right? You probably got to get other people inside the company who knows exactly how to do it. Maybe that's a person with a degree. Maybe that's a person with more experience. But you can't think subjectively. You got to think objectively, which means you're focused on the goal. You're focused on the bigger picture. Most people are not focused on the bigger picture, family. They're only thinking subjectively, right? If you're trying to lose weight, you can't be thinking subjectively. Well, I'm going to just do this crystals. I'm going to eat this Burger King. I'm going to eat this McDonald's, right? Or you can think objectively, right? And say, you know what? I'm going to do this salad. I'm going to eat this chicken breast. I'm going to eat this fish. Okay, I'm going to get my proteins in. And then I'm going to splurge on the weekend. Make sense of what I'm saying? Objective thinking, not subjective. All right. So with that being said, y'all, that's going to be the video. You outsmarted your enemies. Okay. And so y'all already know how we do. We're going to make sure we do this recap and then we'll conclude this video. So number one, y'all, you are the originator. Number two, you planned ahead. Number three, your emotional intelligence. Number four, your focus. And number five, family, objective thinking and not subjective thinking. Okay. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.